What's going on, guys? JR, Focus Financial Analysis. I just wanted to bring you this quick video about trend lines, how to draw them correctly, and how to use them, I guess, effectively. So I already went in and I drew a trend line. Something that most people would consider a trend line. I wouldn't consider this a trend line, and I'm gonna show you why. So this is your candlestick chart. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to our line chart, and now I think you can see why I wouldn't consider that a trend line. The line chart is pretty much based on the closes of what you see going on here. So with that said, you want to put your you want to draw your trend line based off of this chart and then switch back, because you're going to be able to trade off of it better, more effectively. Now we all know trend lines. They become trend lines when they're tested at least 3 times. But remember, the more it's tested, the weaker it gets. Common misconception is that the more it tests, the stronger that support area or that resistance area gets. That is not the case. It gets weaker. So we can see we have a clear trend line here now, and don't say it intersects price, because it's not an intersecting price. Again, we just saw why. You got to remember that candlesticks and bar charts and Heikin Ashi candles and all those other things, they show you the high and the low of that time period, and they show you the close. The line chart just shows you the close, and it shows the where current price is what current price is doing, if you're looking at it live. So here again we can see our trend line. Boom, boom, boom. This is just a buying situation at this point. Then we had a break, and it shot up. That could have been a good long trade for you, especially around the mayonnaise, or the 200 EMA. I call it the mayonnaise. Threw a pin down there, but the overall trend is up, so that could have been a good long position for you. But again, I'm not giving you trading advice. This is just a video on how to draw trend lines. So we also know that when a trend line breaks, support will become resistance, resistance will become support. So again, you can see a good example of that here. It breaks here, and to the pip, to the micro pip, you can see the resistance. And then we shot down right back where we started, pretty much. And I guess this would be, for most people, an area of support, so they could have took another trade, another long, another call, or however you trade the markets. Again, I'm not here to give trading advice, but that's how we draw our trend lines. We want to base them off the close of the price, just because it gives us a better idea of what's going on in the market. Because you got to remember that the foreign exchange markets, they're not traded on a centralized exchange. It's a network of interbanks and several different brokers, bringing you the prices that they're getting, and they're getting it from different sources, because there are different sources. And on top of that, a lot of brokers manipulate them, and then you got to remember about the spreads that they have. So it's always around that price, but for the most part, you want to give yourself a little bit of leeway as well. And going off of the close price gives us a better idea, because we're closer to the average, what the market is averaging, at least. So again, that was a quick video on trend lines. We'll find another example real quick before we go. Let's see, this area looks like a good trending area, so we'll switch to our line chart. We'll draw a trend line, I guess right here in this particular area. Again, it doesn't have to be exact, just, you know, make sure price action is, you know, reacting in that zone. And you can see there's a sharp V on the line chart, and you know, 2 reversal candles right here as well, with a hammer at the end of that. Again, here's another example where it breaks, shoots up, and drops, and you can see it was tested several times. Let's find another example. Here we have a trend line going down for a short period of time. You know, we'll go ahead and we'll draw this one about there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, about right there, I would say. Again, several taps before it breaks. It breaks, that zone becomes resistance, and it continues to go. We'll find one more example here. Let's see. Here we go. Boom. Sharp reversal. It gets broken through with this giant candle, and it continues to act as resistance until we really shift the other way. Again, that was a video on trend lines. I guess one of the key points you want to remember in this video is, again, Forex is not it is not a centralized location. So sometimes, most of the time, you want to look more at a zone of prices instead of just an exact price, because depending on your broker, again, you might be getting different prices than the banks have, or the banks are giving. Might be dealing with know it. So again, that was a video on trend lines, and a little couple tips in that, couple tips thrown in there as well. Tune in for the next video, Focus Financial Analysis. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your time. Have a good day.